I'm cleaning my apartment today in Lanzarote and giving the cleaners a day off, and they were so grateful for it. And I just love it whenever I can do it myself. I know the cleaners do a fantastic job, but I want to get all the sheets cleaned because Julia was actually sick in her wee bed, and then I brought her into bed beside me, and there was a little bit of sick in her which transferred onto my bed. So you know the way I am. If you already follow me, and you know that I just like everything to be nice and clean and completely sterile as much as I can. I also went and bought some bleach and stuff in the shops just to make sure that everything was disinfected, because when one child's sick, every other child gets sick. So as you already know, if you have followed me, I do come off for some stories to tell you that are just mainly about me embarrassing myself, and this is the first embarrassment moment of 2026. I went down in the middle of the night around about, I would say, 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I knew I needed to refill the water for Julia to have some water throughout the night. As I said before, she had a really bad cough. So I went down and I filled the water, but I heard people behind me, and I knew that they had only come back from like a night out, and I was in my pajamas, and I rushed back up the stairs so no one could see me in my pajamas, and I rushed and started knocking the door frantically and thinking, why has Shane locked me out? Like, open this door. Once he opens this door, like, that's it. I am going to go mad. I'm going to divorce him, maybe dump him, whatever. And then the drunken couple came behind me and said, I'm sorry, you're at our door. What are you doing here? And I looked around going, are you sure? Because it looks very like my door. I looked at the number closely and realised that I was actually a floor above, and I was so embarrassed, and I was the sober one. So I ran back up the stairs again and burst in the door and said, Shane, I've just embarrassed myself. I have just embarrassed myself. I frantically knocked at the door and was like, Shane, answer the door. If you lock me out, this is not funny. Like, getting off like a real crazy person. But that is the first and will not be the last. So to follow on from that embarrassment, I actually got a 4-drive bike out today. So it was a bike that you share with 4 people, and of course it was just me and my mum driving the bike because the 2 girls were too small to drive it. The boys were out watching football, and I thought this would be nice to go around and just sort of look around the scenery. And of course halfway up the hill we got stuck and started to roll back down the hill, and someone had to come and rescue us and push us back up the hill. So here we are, another embarrassing moment. Happy New Year, everybody. Like and follow. I'd love to see you subscribing. Bye.